Paul stands up and goes to the kitchenette and grabs his belongings. We say goodbye to each other and he saunters to the main door. Thank you very much for coming, Paul. Honestly, you've been a great help. But I didn't do anything, apart from cleaning your fridge a bit. Thank you for that too. What I mean is your support means a lot for me. I wouldn't be able to cope with all this without you. Stop embarrassing me, you get? I'm your friend, so you can count on me whenever you need me, okay? Now and forever. That puts a lump in my throat. Who was the one embarrassing the other again? Thankfully, he winks at me and walks to the lift, so I finally close the door and face my apartment again. I approach my desk to switch my computer off, but my eyes get caught by the photo of one of those creatures open my desktop, and I swear it's looking straight at me. The sudden black screen is welcoming after the sight of those dot eyes pleading to me. Still 2 days left for the start of lessons, of course. It means I'm alone in the lab again. Man, this is starting to feel depressing. I got through my routine of filling BS box, cleaning and making the checkup of the terrarium and the small containers. It feels really lonely being here without BO. I mean, the first time I stepped in here and he was around, I felt as if I was invading his sancta sanctorum, his special private place. Now I've gotten used to come here on my own and take care of the bugs and plants, but still, I'm so worried about him that physically hurts. I try to dispel these thoughts, talking aloud to his specimens. Hey bugs, here I am, Uncle Tours will take care of you. How are you today, Still growing green and tall? Excellent. I let out a big sigh. What are you saying? Do you miss Papa Beale, huh? Hell, I do too. Great, now I feel depressed and ridiculous. Although I won't deny a tiny part of me feels better knowing that at least when Beale comes back he will find his specimens alive and well cared for. See you tomorrow, guys. Okay, let's go back to work. I need to be patient until Roy calls me again, and I bet it won't be many days more now. Hello, Tears. Oh, are you alone today too? I guess the others won't come back until next Monday when the lessons start. Right. If you ever feel lonely, you can always pop by my office, of course, and we can have lunch together if you want. He winks at me. I glare at him through squinted eyes as if I was willing to spend friendly time with him with how things are going. The nerve he has. By the way, I wanted to pass you a message from Roy. He will wait for you outside the parking lot door at 10 p.m. this evening. At last. Any problem with that? No, it's perfectly fine. I wonder how much he thinks I know. Does he really think I haven't linked Bea's disappearance with Roy and him? No, of course he knows that. Then, why doesn't he say a word about it? Maybe I should confront him about that. But before I can make up my mind, he's leaving. I finished for the day. Don't overwork yourself, Tears. I chew on my lips, uneasy. Alone again. Great. Focusing on my work is useless. My mind keeps going to the nice meeting. If I want to help me, I know my best bet is Roy. Mark will deny everything and probably toy with me or smoke and mirrors. But Roy's more straightforward. If I manage to get his trust, whatever happens tonight, I shouldn't forget that's my current goal, getting Roy to open up to me. What can I do to make him rely on me? He must trust me since the unfortunate incident with the guard. The dead guard. A sudden chill runs down my spine at the thought of the dead man. One day I have to pay for that. But in the meanwhile, finding Beale is the first step in redeeming myself, at least to my own eyes. And then, stopping Mark's project for good. I curl my hands tightly, determined. Roy is already waiting for me in our designated spot when I arrive. Tears, you're punctual. The place we are going is very close by. We meet with the others directly there. I nod and follow him. So the rest know beforehand the office or lab we were entering while I'm the only one kept in the dark. That's how much Roy trusts in me. I've updated Poe with tonight's plans, but it makes me feel uneasy not being able to tell him where I'm going. As we walk along desert streets, I wonder about Roy's plans. This could very well be a trap and I could be the next one in disappearing. I clench my hands tightly. I better keep an eye on Roy and the others the whole time. Although, I don't know, I never thought of them this way. Akira and Noor especially. They are not the kind of people who kidnap someone or do weird things. We stop in front of a familiar building about 100 meters past the Night Spy, which is still opening its doors. Here? Yes, you remember the place, right? We came the first time you joined us, I think. And not. I remember the lab. We switched the destination of a package in that occasion. Today is something similar. We need to enter the same lab and take a box with some delicate equipment they recently produced. It's a prototype, so it might be a huge blow to the project. Oh, well, it seems easy. Brew and Noor arrived at the same time from different directions. Oh, hi, Tears. You ready to hit those fuckers where it hurts? Sure. We high-five and then I greet Noor with a nod and a smile. Hello, Noor. Hope everything is okay. She smiles shyly at me. Roy greets her, but he doesn't meet her eyes. Good night, Noor. Brew. So where's Akira then? She says she comes now. Now means she's going to be a bit late, or? Sorry to be late. Hello. Hi, Akira. Let's go inside the building. We can't stay outside like this or we'll attract too much attention. I remember this hall. We didn't get to see the janitor the other time and tonight he seems to be absent again. Have you told the janitor to leave this time too? Ray steps inside while he waves us to stop at the door and be silent. He looks around and I would swear he's uneasy. He finally joins us after inspecting the whole hall and speaks to us in a whisper. Yes, I have, but the situation right now has nothing to do with how things are a month ago. What does that mean? He means the news of sabotage and all the terraforming He means the news of sabotage and all the terraforming projects related lapses everywhere. What does that mean? He means the news of sabotage and all the terraforming projects related lapses sorry. We are famous now. Brian nods. Brew looks a bit satisfied with himself. Well, that means that they will have double the security in the building. There's 5 of us, so who cares? We can use force if it's needed. I would rather not, so please stay put and follow my instructions. You are the boss. Okay then. They don't have security cameras in the building, but you must be as silent as possible. The janitor is giving us 10 minutes, so we take the lift then. Brew will force the door of a storeroom. We take the right box and leave. Easy peasy. Yes. At a signal we walk towards the lift and push the call button without a word. The hall is eerily silent. The lift screen states the lift was at the top of the building, but it's slowly coming down. I keep glancing at the back of the hall, so the reception desk and the corridor where the stairs probably are. My bet is they are locked out of office hours, thought. This building is similar to my faculty one, being the same area and all. And the janitor usually closed the fire suppression doors in the evening, so nobody can walk in the building unless they do it through him. Unless they enter through Mark's window in the ground floor, of course. The lift stopped at the 3rd floor, damn. But in a way it's reaching because it means the security guard is on that floor and he won't give us a fright, right? You lot, lift your hands where I can see them. You lot, lift your hands where I can see them. Shit, I was wrong. I turn around slowly while raising my hands and come face to face with the security guard. Who shouldn't be here? Run! Brew and Akira lose no time in following his order. They run to the main door and leave to the street. Stop, right here! It all happened so fast and at the same time that I can't even blink. Rai was the first one in reaching the door, but he stops there to wait for us, so Brew and Akira push past him. Then it's me and Noor. Someone reacted slowly and is at my heels. And right now I hear the sound of the security door unlocking the safety lock of his gun, and it sounds like a clear and loud click in the silence of the hall. The first I see is the panic in Roy's eyes, and the second is the painful flash of his eyes, dying security guard in my memory. Damn, nobody else is going to die in front of me. I won't have it. I see Roy jumping ahead to cover Noor's body with the corner of my eye, but I'm closer and faster. I jump in front of the guard between Noor and his gun and kick the weapon out of his hand. It falls to the ground, some meters from us, but I barely pay attention to that landing, a punch to the man's jaw before he can react. Ouch! He reaches for my neck and puts it in a vice grip, but I manage to shake him off. He's lighter than me and not especially strong. So the next 2 punches into his gut have made Dry having and bending over. Roy finishes off the job with a hit to the man's head with his mechanical arm. The guard quietly falls to the ground. Let's go, quickly! We run outside before the security guard steers to the janitor decides to come back. Let's walk, we can't stay here. He's holding Noor's hand, the girl who's pretty shocked by having a gun aimed at you, especially at short distance, has that effect. I'm really sorry. I don't know if the janitor knew about that security guard on the ground floor or not, but I'll look into it. Anyway, it's not safe to go back to the building. The janitor knows my name, but he's never seen my face or any of yours, so I think we'll be alright. It's obvious we need to be even more cautious from now on. Are you alright, Noor? You sure you're not hurt? The girl nods and looks aside. I go home now. It's okay? Yes, sure. I will go with you. No, I go alone. She waves goodbye to me and leave, walking quickly through a small alley. Roy, can we talk? He follows Noor's silhouette until she vanished. He looked pained and sighs before turning to look at me. Sure, let's take a stroll. Today was dangerous. I hope Noor is okay. Don't worry, she's seen worse. She's tougher than you think. I'm sure of that. I see how you look at her. You really freaked out when the guard aimed at her. I would have reacted the same way about any of you. I'm the leader, so I must be able to protect you. No, that's not exactly true. You're in love with her, right? Is it so obvious? Pretty much. He sighs again and rubs the back of his bald head. Is that a problem? She's fond of you. Yes, I know, but she stops all my advances. She's convinced I only feel pity for her and want to rescue her. I tilt my head interested. And is that not true? Of course I want to help you, but that's not all there is. She's went through a lot. Do you know her father, her younger brother? She came to this country inside of wooden boxes. Her mother was killed when a terrorist bomb landed in her place of work, a factory, so they decided to leave before they all died. But they were found before they reached our country borders. Oh no, what happened? He glances at me with those hard eyes and makes a long pause. The soldiers shot down her father and her brother, and she only got out of it alive because one of the soldiers took a liking to her. You can imagine the rest. I avert my eyes uncomfortable. I'm aware these kind of things happen even nowadays in age, but I think it happened to someone I know. It's sickening. She survived by selling her body for protection until she arrived here and met Mark. He helped her a lot. Thanks to him, she's now legally living here, although she still has a long way ahead until she can lead a normal life. She's so grateful to Mark that she would do anything for him. That's why she insisted on joining our team, in order to be able to do something for Mark in exchange for his help. Isn't that ironic? She ends up joining a terrorist group when her own mother died at hands for one. We are not the same as that bunch of murderers, Tears. Accidents happened, but our case is a fair one. I bet those guys also believe in this justice of their cause, and besides accidents, your team does other things. Our intention was never hurting anyone. Kidnapping someone could fall under hurting, I think. At least tell me my friend is alive and unscathed. He clicks his tongue and pulls a face before answering me. I can't vote for unscathed, since your friend is a stubborn, restless one, but he's okay. Has Mark asked you to kill him? I'm not a murderer, kid. I had enough blood on my hands for a lifetime in the war. Then release him. I can't do that until Mark tells me so. Sorry, Tears. But... He raised a hand to stop me from saying any more. This is my last word about this topic. So if that's all, I'm leaving. No, wait! I struggle to find something else to say to Roy, something with which I can bargain with him. I bet he would prefer to have Noor out of the team, so she's not in danger anymore. Of course. In fact, I had a deal with Mark. You were supposed to replace Noor in the team as soon as you proved yourself useful and reliable. That's the reason I accepted you in our team. But that won't happen anymore now, since we know we can't trust you, and precisely when things are turning more serious and dangerous. What if I manage to convince Noor to leave the team? How would you do that? She won't listen to you. She doesn't trust anybody anymore except for Mark. Well, I will do it. And if I convince her, I'll have to release you will have to release Bill. He looks uncertain. You can try if you want. Although I'm telling you, you don't hold a chance. I reach out the arm with my memory bracelet. Pass me her address. He doubts before typing it into my bracelet, but he does it in the end. Great, I'm going home now. Please take good care of Bill. He nods. Good luck and Tears. Thank you for saving Noor today. You could thank me by releasing Bill, I think, but I know it's useless to insist. We talk different directions and I go back home, feeling tired but also pumped. The next day I only get the lab to take care of Bee's terrarium and leave. I got to the address Roy gave me last night, Noor's house. It's in my neighborhood, in a quiet street with very few shops or traffic. I ring the doorbell and after a moment, Noor's voice answers slightly metallic through the intercom. Hello? Hi there, I'm Tears. Can I come in? Tears? Yes, sorry, Roy gave me your address. Wait, I go down. After a couple of minutes, Noor comes out the door with a nonplussed face. She clearly doesn't appreciate surprise visit. I should have guessed as much. Hello, Tears, what do you want? That's a bit too straightforward. She just looked at me without understanding. I sighed and gestured her towards the street. Do you want to go for a short walk, please? There's something I would like to talk about with you. That Noor obviously understands. She nods and starts walking. What is it? You see, I'm worried about what happened yesterday. It was dangerous. Roy and I were talking about it after you left. I know what Roy thank you. He always say too dangerous for me and crap. Well, but is it right? You come from a country going through a civil war, so it's normal Roy wants to see you living a peaceful life here. He really cares for you. What does he know? He's a soldier, a man of violence, same as the man in my country. Oops. This isn't going the right direction. No, of course not. Roy had enough of war and violence. Who am I to judge her if he thinks like that about Roy? He can be a really scary guy sometimes. He only wants to live in peace now, and to save the Alliance, of course. But without resorting to violence. Except for kidnappings. Perhaps. Oh, is she softening? Do you also care about him? Of course I do. He's a great man, brave and manly, and nice to me. I worry for him because of danger in our mission, but I don't tell him leave the team because of that. Oh, so that's the problem. Noor thinks Roy is too overprotective. Well, he can't be helped. He's really fond of you. And the idea of you getting hurt because of the mission scares him. Is that so? Maybe you should think about it. I mean, you're really useful in the team, but now I'm here to help too. You will be always a part of the team, of course. We consult with you all the time. But things are turning serious, and they will be more and more dangerous. I know that. I knew that from the start. You're really meddlesome. Not your problem what happens with me or Roy. But you will think about it, right? Yes, I will. Good, she looks slightly annoyed, but not really angry. I'll cross my fingers. It really depends on how fond she is of Roy, actually. I will leave now, then. See you. She waves goodbye to me, still frowning, but I think I've done all I could do. What will I do if Noor doesn't really care about Roy and she refused to leave the team? After so many days, after Beer's kidnapping, I guess the only thing left is going to the police, even if it means turning myself in. I shudder. I wonder if Beer's parents or friends have already gone to the police. He's a lone wolf and I bet he lives alone, but someone else might have noticed his disappearance, right? But the cops haven't showed up in the labs yet, so perhaps I'm the only one missing him so far. I pinch the bridge of my nose, distressed. I think I spent the rest of the day with Paul and Lila. I'm way too anxious to be on my own right now. This whole situation is driving me crazy. A quick call later, I step into the mostly deserted cafeteria. Paul waves at me from our table, but I can't see Lila anywhere. Hey, Tears. Hi, I thought Lila was here with you. She just said he had to leave right after your call. How suspicious. Well, you know how she is. She might have considered that it's better for us to speak without her noising at our issues. And for once, she's right. I bet you have some news to share that you can't tell me in front of her. Yes. What's with that face? Was the conversation with Noor so bad? I've been updating him on every single event these last days. It makes me feel safer knowing there's someone out there who knows where and who I'm with at every moment, to be honest. I don't know. It could go both ways. I think she has feelings for Roy too. But she's stubborn and doesn't trust anyone. Not that I blame her, poor girl. She's had it rough. But now all I can do is wait, and I hate it. It makes me feel so useless. Have some faith. You're not useless and you know it. If this doesn't work, we'll think of another way together. But Bill is still locked somewhere, maybe hurts. Oh, I better stop thinking about it. I know I'm saying this a lot, but thank you for your support, Paul. Without you by my side, I would have gone nuts by now. Now you're exaggerating. But hey, I like it. Keep buttering me up, please. You're a freaking awesome friend. In fact, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I know what you told me that night at the night spy. Oh no, tears, please. No, Paul, listen to me, just a moment. I already told you I don't want to talk about this topic. Don't I have a say? No. I'm not being fair, right? Okay, say whatever you want. You have 2 minutes. But please listen to me. Don't just let me vent. Yeah, sure. Look, I'm not sure how I feel about this. My mind is a mess lately. I have too much to handle. I know. He looks away, his face a mask of sorrow. But if there's one thing I'm sure about, it's the fact that I care for you. You're really important for me, Paul. So I don't want to hurt you. And I feel that the longer we don't talk openly about your feelings, the more you will suffer. Isn't that a bit conceited on your part? I told you I didn't want anything to change between us. You see, it was just a passing crush, nothing more than that. So our relationship doesn't need to change. I'm embarrassed enough as it is. I get it. If you do just let go for fuck's sakes. I'm glad you worry about my feelings, but honestly, it's not necessary. If you say so. I should get going now. Will you call me if you get news from Roy? Yes, of course. Then see you. I waved goodbye to him and leaned back in my chair upset. Paul's words were not convincing at all. I feel bad for him. But I don't know if pressing the issue would be a good idea or if it would only worsen the situation. What to do?